Yo, Tyrese Haliburton has no business being near club superstar. He shouldn't even be able to sign up for a membership, let alone be on the sidewalk. I think this Game 5 let everybody know, man, we are done being hoodwinked by the Tyrese Haliburton experience. Bro don't deserve nothing nice like that one part in Paid in Full.
Come on, B. No ribs, no rice, no champagne. You don't eat nothing.
It's time to pack it up, Tyrese. It is what it is. Today, we gotta cover OKC impressive win over the Indiana Pacers 120-109. But you're gonna get all that here. So grab your jersey, settle in, and let's break the huddle.
Who's got my back? Who's got my back? I got your back. Who's got my back? I got your back. Who got that swerve? I got that swerve.
And before we kick things off, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe on YouTube, and follow Break the Huddle for all your favorite sports news, because we always got it coming your way. Alright, let's get into it. Yeah. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Tyrese Haliburton. What the helly? What the helly? Remember, they were saying that a couple weeks ago in a positive way. Today, I'm literally saying, what the helly? Like, what were you doing? Why weren't you taking any shots? Somebody explain to me about Tyrese Haliburton's disappointing performance today, man. Just a poor showing overall from a star player. And it's performances like this that prove to me why Pascal Siakam deserved Eastern Conference Finals. It's performances like this why everybody in this NBA world has been hesitant to really crown Tyrese Haliburton as a superstar in the NBA. Now, he's a star. He's impressive. He can do a lot of things. He does possess a closing gene. We won't ignore that. But day in and day out, to maintain the consistency of a superstar, listen, man, I'll be honest with you. Tyrese Haliburton is just not that guy, in my opinion. Don't kill me, but in my opinion. Listen, it was a historically bad game for Haliburton. 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 4 from the 3, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, with a total of, wait for it, 4 points. Come on, man. We need more. It's the NBA Finals. Here's my thing. I always wonder, when you're in game, are players conscious enough to know that they are not being impactful in the way that their team needs? Like, do they know that they're not getting buckets? Like, does Tyrese Haliburton understand that he is not putting up shots? I just don't know how your star player goes an entire game only taking 6 shots. The same Haliburton that won them game 1. The same Haliburton that was killing the Knicks killing the Knicks last round, killing the Bucks. Where is that Haliburton? Where was he today? In a pivotal game 5, a game 5 that winning on Oklahoma City court would really do numbers for this team and the confidence, but he was an absolute no-show. And for the most part, this game, the Indiana Pacers, they made it interesting throughout that third quarter, in that fourth quarter, but eventually, Oklahoma City, they were not letting up. They did not let go of that rope, and they controlled that game the entire second half. Tyrese showed up on the injury report. At the end of the day, he laced him up and he went out there, right? For superstars carry a certain burden. Superstars understand that I need to do this. I need these numbers for at least to give us a chance to be successful. I feel like superstars understand that, which is why you saw the performance Pascal Siakam gave. He was trying to fight. He feels like the superstar of that team, and he took it upon himself to act like it, right? And some people in the media space crowning Tyrese Haliburton as a superstar were just wondering why and how could a superstar ever do the things that Tyrese Haliburton does in some games, especially like this. You got superstars like SGA or LeBron James constantly impacting games, even on off nights, through scoring, playmaking, leadership. Haliburton's inconsistency, his 22 points from last game to a 4-point game right now. The Pacers and that coaching staff need to figure out what to exactly say to Haliburton for him to always have that aggressive mindset on. Like, why do you pick and choose when to turn it on? And why would it ever be off in a pivotal game 5? Why would it ever be off? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's things like that that is just head scratching to me, that the fact that there's NBA players that operate like that in this manner, especially in the NBA Finals. Like, y'all gotta let me know, do y'all think he deserves to be called a superstar, especially after a game like this? You gotta let me know in the comments. His inability to score and apply pressure on that defense and get in the lane, and the way he facilitates off of driving to the basket. When you take that out your game, your offense takes a lot of steps back, if we're being honest. And that's just something that Rick Carlisle needs to see and mention to him to keep him aggressive. How do they keep Haliburton engaged for 4 quarters? I don't know. Because I don't even think he really possesses that on a day in and day out. And I have too many instances in his career where I have seen that to be true. Now that we've seen Haliburton's disappearing act, we literally just have to talk about this final score, man, and just how OKC took control. Listen, that 120-109 victory, super impressive. And not only was it impressive, it was the most impressive player on the floor tonight was Jalen Williams. Shout out to J-Dub, man. J-Dub killed it tonight. What a great day to choose to have one of your best career games, huh? Shout out to J-Dub, man. Pouring in a whopping 40 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. And he only had 1 turnover, man. 14 of 25 from the field. It just felt like he was playing bully ball. The 2 things I like about J-Dub is the way he uses his shoulders, the way he gets downhill, and I love to watch him hit those scoop lays. Those scoop lays around, it's a very impressive way of using his body, and the way his athleticism shows on those type of plays. But he did his thing, man. 3 of 5 from deep. Everything he was doing was beautiful. Everything he did tonight was outstanding. On a night where some of his other starters were a little bit offensively challenged. Chet Holmgren only pouring in 9 points. Lou Dort pouring in 9 points. Isaiah Hartenstein pouring in 40. The dynamic duo, his partner in crime, SGA, he poured in 31 and 10. That's just a light pack, the MVP shit. OKC led by 14. They led by 14 and a half. Thanks to the defense forcing about 10 turnovers. Like, at this point, I think now that OKC is in the driver's seat, it's safe to say that we know where this is headed. We know where this is going to go. And I think the most challenging thing for this Oklahoma City Thunder team, being a young team, is, all right, let's just make sure that we don't get back to a game 7, right? Let's make sure that we are fully focused, dialed in, and we end this shit right back in Indiana. And that's what they plan to do. It's just, are nerves going to kick in, or are they going to respond bad to this win? Or does this win and the focus from this win carry over and thrust them into the promised land? Because I'm about ready to see Oklahoma City win its first championship. No, I don't want the Indiana Pacers to win a championship. I never did. I never will want the Indiana Pacers to win a championship. You're talking to a Knicks fan. But I'm not going to be biased. I just think that going forward, Oklahoma City's ability to create turnovers, especially the way they created turnovers tonight, if that carries over, the Indiana Pacers are just going to continue to have problems. And as long as Tyrese Haliburton, as long as they could keep out of being aggressive, the Pacers don't stand a chance. And when you think about what OKC needs to carry over into Game 6, hopefully it's that bench production. Because when you look at the performances by Alex Caruso, Aaron Wiggins, Cason Wallace, man, that trio right there, they are a handful. Because not only Alex Caruso didn't have a strong offensive game, but 4 steals, 1 block, that's gonna make some impact on the defensive end. But then you have guys like Aaron Wiggins coming off the bench, going 4 for 10, 4 for 7 from the 3, pouring in 14 points off the bench. You got Cason Wallace pouring in 11 points off the bench. Like I said, in a night where Lou Dort, Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein aren't necessarily feeling the offensive bug tonight, right? That just speaks volumes to the depth of this team. That speaks volumes to the coaching, the adjustments being made, because OKC almost coached themselves out of a W by making those lineup changes early in the series, and then we reverted back, right? We reverted back, and now here they are. I said we. I apologize. Now here they are going up 3-2 in this series, and they are in the driver's seat of this series. And can you even believe that at one point the series was 2-1 and the Pacers were in control? Wow. OKC bench basically neutralized whatever the Pacers were throwing at them, because yes, the Pacers too are deep. With the help of that OKC bench unit, they were able to suppress whatever Indiana had going on. And at the end of the day, they were able to, like I said, stay in the driver's seat, stay in control. OKC never looked back. They never let up. Listen, Game 5 was a statement by OKC. Tyrese Haliburton was a no-show, and he's just simply not superstar material. Jalen Williams, that boy drive 40. Come on, man. And showed he's the real fucking deal. Like I said, I'm telling you, just a couple weeks ago, they were making jokes on Twitter about Jalen Williams. Shit like this. Oh my God. And then Aaron Wiggins, Casey Wallace, and Alex Caruso showed why that OKC bench is unmatched, and they are ready to keep fighting. Now OKC, once again, one win away from a title in Game 6. Can they do it, people? Can they do it? Or will Indiana fight back? Do they extend the series to 7? I highly doubt it. But, hey, they could dream, right? They could dream. Let me know in the comments. Hit that like button. Subscribe for more NBA, NFL breakdowns. Break the huddle. I'm Don Deuce. I'm out of here.
Got my back. I got your back. Who got my back? I got your back. Who got my back? I got your back. Who got that swerve? I got that swerve.